Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 2. I'm the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode, as you can see, we got a new party member. We explored Celtic East Highway? Celtic East Highway, or East Celtic Highway, and we found Machias sitting around in a windmill, as he usually does, giving us chess riddles and sitting around in a windmill. Also, Elliot and Fee are in the general region. The three of them were working their way toward the 4th Armored Division with Elliot's father, General Craig, as their leader. So obviously, well, we are gonna pursue that exact same goal and try and group up with that part of the Imperial Army. We are also currently, well, we are still waiting for Fee and Elliot to contact us, so we are gonna do some investigating, get some info in Celtic, try not to be found out. That's the reason that, as you can see, Machias took his glasses off. He looks like a different man. He looks like a different man without any glasses, definitely. So, we're definitely not going to be found out in this region, and let's talk to some people. More evacuees arrived today. Seems like the fighting's really going on. Looks like the fighting's really going on something fierce on the other side of the Twin Dragons Bridge. That sentence doesn't make any sense. Here's hoping we can at least be of some help to them now that they're here. It's times like this where we really need to step up and help each other out. I mean, there's not too much we can do, but even the little things count here. I had a discussion with the market manager about making the trains more accessible, but not much came from it. Mostly due to the fact that the Alliance's priority in the train line, mostly due to the fact that the Alliance has priority in the train line's usage. I guess that's understandable. They have all sorts of goods they need to transport around the country after all. I guess the only option is to make do without for now. Apparently, the Provincial Army has a checkpoint not that far from where Louise lives. She sounds pretty worried about it, but who can blame her? Her family pops in here every now and again, though, so they seem to be doing alright. I've told her to try and ignore all the rumors that have been spreading, but that's probably easier said than done. Honestly, though, if she's that worried, she should go pay them a visit. I keep telling her as such, but she refuses to take any time off because everyone else is facing tough times too. Good grief, she's too kind-hearted for her own good, you know. Nothing new. I came along over to buy some seeds for next year, but wouldn't you know it, they were way too expensive thanks to them crazy taxes. I could get barely nothing. Next year's harvest is gonna be pitiful thanks to this. Feels like I'm caught in some money-draining cycle now. Well, no point in complaining about taxes. I should head home and get back to work instead. Otherwise, I'll be facing the wrath of my wife. Yeah, you should not be in here drinking. There's an absurd amount of rumors flying around these days, so let's try not to trust everything you hear. There's plenty of people out there willing to take advantage of how hard it is to discern the facts from fiction after all. For example, they announced that Princess Elfin was being kept safe in Heimdall all this time. But at the same time, there's this rumor that she was kidnapped right when the war broke out. Wow, man, talk about a shock! You know, might want to dial it back a bit there. Still, even if it's the truth, no one else is going to believe that. I'd definitely be surprised if the rumors about Princess Elfin were true, but you see, just goes to show how much shady info is getting spread around these days, so just be careful who you trust. You're out there somewhere, aren't you, Ricky? He is, isn't he, Hadios? You're out there somewhere. Ah, Jake's way too fast. But I'm not letting him get away today. Ah! Should I hold him? For the last time, it's the... Crap, that was close. Susie's got way more stamina than she used to. Too bad she's still got nothing on me when I'm serious. It's gonna be a long time before you can catch me, Susie. Hey, did you know that Jake and Susie bumped into a soldier while they were arguing? That's why I'm keeping an eye on them, to make sure it doesn't happen again. Why do they have to cause so much trouble for me? Why do these two have to cause trouble? It'd be nice if they'd stop arguing while they're at it, too. Meow. Oh, I see your search for fruit. And thank Aidios for that. I'm sorry to keep you and Becky in the dark for so long. I was worried that you would have gotten hurt if the army found out you'd been in contact with us. Oh, please, you don't need to apologize. I can't exactly complain about you trying to keep us safe, can I? I'm so happy for all of you. Here, take some of these to celebrate. Oh, nice. Useless healing items. Oh, church medicine! Wait, are you trying to tell us something here? Not at all. I just thought that it would be a good idea to start studying medicine while I'm helping out. I made those myself, in fact. I hope they'll be helpful. Trust me, they will. Thanks. They're not useless at all. But then again, I do like healing items that heal more than 50 health. There's something so angelic about her smile. I don't think I'll ever get tired of looking at it. Probably should have kept that thought to yourself there, lover boy. Yeah, you should really start patting her head now. I'm here helping anyway, so I thought I might as well start seriously studying the art of making medicine. I'm sure that it will be a valuable talent when I'm a fully fledged sister after all. Maybe that means I can regularly go to her and get medicine. I don't know. I have to admit, I never thought I'd hear such a compelling sermon in a backwater church like this. The priest said the first step to overcoming one's worries is accepting that they exist. And you know what? He's right. You really can rely on the Zeptian church in times like these. That mass really helped put my mind to right. I didn't expect much of this church, but now I'm really glad I stopped in. The market manager seems rather concerned about what the future holds for Celtic, and in the face of that uncertainty, he has decided to help calm the people however he can. I too share his sentiments, and we of the church will be doing everything in our power to help. It seems as though there's no end to the people who visit us with grave concerns. It's our duty as members of the church to help us bring the people some peace of mind. We're so grateful for Rosine's help. We're starved for people right now, and I don't know what we'd do without her. But as good as she is with dealing with others, I can only imagine she's wrestling with worries of her own, especially with the way the soldiers here have been acting. We'll need to be especially careful around them. Celtic's hanging in there, but I'm not sure the same could be said for any of the other towns. I've heard talk that the Alliance is using Trista as a defensive base. What's more, they've supposedly got Thor's Military Academy's principal, Van Dyck, locked up there. How awful. I hope that everyone there is managing to get by. I hear Principal Van Dyck is locked up at Thor's. Ugh, it's nothing but gloom and doom pretty much everywhere these days. Gloom and doom, huh? I wouldn't have been able to make the shop a reality without the market manager's help way back when. He's also the one who told me to always stay true to my craft. Never took any words more to heart than those. That's why all this talk about convenience and speed just rings hollow to me. Convenience? Speed? I don't need them. Nothing's more important than working hard and giving your craft your all. I got into another argument with my old man the other day. I tried to tell him that getting an Orbal furnace would increase our output and let us lower our prices. But of course, he kept insisting that a regular coal-based furnace is more efficient. He's probably just being this stubborn because I'm the one suggesting it. I should read that. There's no question that a normal furnace would really boost our output, so why won't you listen to me? We're pretty deep in the red right now, so I'm gonna have to find some way to convince him. How are you gonna afford buying that furnace anyways? If you're so far in the red now, I wonder. It's rather depressing seeing the Grand Market so lifeless. Perhaps the time has come to relocate to Berea. Things are so prosperous over there that even my most expensive wares should sell fairly well. That's only natural, of course, considering the Noble Alliance is dominating this war. I'm almost 100% certain that our tax money is flowing straight from our pockets into Berea. If that's the case, then I can't let this opportunity slip by. Time to pack up and move over to Berea. Honey fact time. Honey's taste varies greatly depending on when and where you get it. Spring in particular has a huge selection to gather from, which tends to make it the busiest time of the year for me. This year may prove to be the exception though. Not being able to use the trains normally kind of throws a wrench into things. Now, the taste of honey depends on the pollen that the bees carry in, so depending on the time when the bees gather their pollen and you make it into honey, or you gather the honey from their home, from their wax. What do you call that? I could draw it. I don't know how to say it. Well, if you know, it always depends on the flowers that are blooming around the time you have the bees gather the pollen, and that then you know what kind of honey you have. If you just look on a calendar, basically. It's been a month since the Transcontinental Railroad's closing. I heard some merchants travel to the Twin Dragons Bridge thinking that it's about time for it to open again. They are no doubt aware that vast riches await those who have a monopoly over the transport of goods. Of course, there's no guarantee things will go their way. War does tend to make things unpredictable, after all. I have a store in Heimdall too, but things aren't so pretty there either. That much I can assure you. Not only does the Noble Alliance constantly patrol the city, there's also the demonstrations that can last days. Public order is practically non-existent at this point, which has led to a lack of medicine too. I dread having to return there once I get my hand on some ingredients. Celtic's definitely seen better days, but Heimdall has its own share of problems too. I have to wonder how all of this will be resolved should the Civil War come to an end. I ended up buying some honey from TloH. It's hard to resist when you're offered a free sample. That's not even the worst part. I ended up buying this broom with a dustpan attached to it. Will I really get any use out of this? I have a long way to go before I can become a savvy shopper. I won't give up though. Can I believe Bertha's packed it in too? Me and her have been rivals for ages now, so it will never be the same without her around. Granted, I know she'll be back sooner or later. Doing business is what she's all about, after all. Ha! Same goes for everyone else too. They'll all be back soon. Yes. Me and Bertha still haven't sorted things out between us. That's why I'm sure she'll be back to settle the score sooner or later. I wish you wouldn't drink while working. Seems like everyone's gotten into the habit of going straight to Market Manager Otto whenever they've got issues. I feel a bit bad for placing our burdens on him, but there really is no one more reliable. He used to be a big shot at the Grand Market too, so he really gets where we're coming from. That's how he manages to do such a good job of keeping things calm between all the merchants here. Ha! That market manager is a nuisance. Wait, haven't I seen you before? Ah, no. I think I mistook you for a guy who wears glasses. Never mind. He certainly seems to have an issue with us, considering the number of times he's come to make an appeal. Don't let him give you any ideas. We're the ones protecting you from the Imperial Army, not him. Yeah, there's still one house left here. Our grand market stall is our family business, so we have been struggling lately. On the bright side, my husband's one of the most experienced merchants there, so we are still making ends meet. I can't help but worry about what to come, though. All I can do for now is keep a close eye on our finances. My husband's a veteran merchant, so we've managed to keep our heads above water, for now at least. Still, I just need to believe in him and manage our finances carefully. Huh? Aren't you Class 7's Vice President? Guess you really were hanging around Celtic after all then, imagine that! Have to admit though, you look way too weird without your glasses. How did you make me out? What gave it away? Thanks for your invaluable feedback. Simmer down now. Well, glad to see you're all together again, I guess. Mind leaving if you don't need anything though? I'm busy playing with my wee bro here. Wow, she's really looking down. Not much we can do for her now, is there? We should just go. Cheer up, Becky. Cheer up, Becky. Don't worry, I'll protect the Grand Market when I grow up, and I'll protect you too. Cheers, friend. You really are a nice boy. So, the thing is, we've talked to everybody in Celtic in time advance, and everybody had different dialogue. There's still a place in West Celtic Highway, and there's still a place in East Celtic Highway, so... where's that teleportation function again? I think it's if you put in the Konami code here... Whoop. Yep. Oh, did that? Yep. Works like a charm every time. Hey. Please tell me you've got a good explanation for this, Dad. Ha! Brilliant, isn't it? Now this is how you make good use of ingredients. You just dump the ingredients on the plate. How is that using them at all? That's no effort cooking is past the point of no return now. Look at this. What kind of family is carrots that have been soaked in water for dinner? Do I look like a rabbit? Hurry up and come home, Louise. We need you. I'm kind of worried about Louise. I wish she'd come home once in a while to let us know she's doing okay. Don't change the subject, Dad. You could have at least tried to cook this stuff. I'm kind of worried about Louise. Nice. Having carrots for dinner. I usually do that as well, though I cook them. And by usually I mean I eat carrots sometimes. Let's see here. Where's that feature? Alrighty. Unfortunately, I got into a wolf encounter on the way here, and Toval died. Bummer. Hey. Got that feeling someone was talking about me for a minute there. Must be imagining things. It'd be nice if the provincial army stopped paying us so many visits. They keep spooking the livestock, which is gonna keep them from growing as well as they should. The most we can do is take care of them well enough to make up for it. Dude, they're chickens. Okay. Where's his sister talking about him? You're talking about him. You're such a slacker, you know that? At this rate, you're never gonna make an impression on Tarim. What are you implying? It's genuinely depressing how little progress you've made with him. Speaking of which, I've heard through the grapevine about a hard-working girl who's been helping out at the farms lately. I bet she's on the hunt for a nice husband too. Who knows? That might just end up being Tareem. Oh, no, what am I going to do? Are you alright, Coco? You're looking kind of pale. Oh, she's not a sister. And she apparently does a good job with the harvesting, too. Coco, are you even listening? Oh, manipulative mothers. Wouldn't I know a thing or two about that topic? The Twin Dragons Bridge has been a key base for the provincial army since the Middle Ages. They're dramatically strengthening their military might there, too. And they don't hesitate to let us know it. The soldiers who come here from time to time often brag about the Zoldats on their base. They don't seem to realize that the rest of us don't want to hear a word about such terrifying things. The provincial army has gathered quite a lot of military power at the Twin Dragons Bridge. Let's hope it's not gonna come to a war. Or let's hope it's not gonna come to a bloody encounter. Huh? I've seen you before. You were walking around on the highway earlier. Sorry, but I think you're mistaking me for someone else. Someone without glasses. I made it a point to try to avoid being noticed, but I guess kids aren't too easy to be tricked. Guess not. See you later. Try and keep out of trouble, okay? I was never here. Cute, Tareem. Okay, open those boxes. Nothing in those boxes. Let's not do another cut here. You, I hate that wolf. You're gonna go down. Revenge is mine. That was not great. Oh!
Let's wrap this up.
Bomber.
I'm up.
At least not a disadvantage encounter.
Here I go.
I do have, like, no CP on these people. So that's a bummer. Blind is fantastic.
Leave this to me.
The impassion is not gonna make, like, do anything because, oh, he didn't miss.
Yeah.
Do.
Ready to go.
That has 28 delay, attacking has 38 delay. I guess we'll move just so he
Here I go.
has the high CP regeneration. Can you not do that?
Right. Sure thing.
What is blind worth? Nothing. I guess you'll gather some CP for that.
That's that.
Okay, that's fine though. Wolves are down. The experience I got was basically like nothing, but that's okay. I do want to fight that bird. No, I see you hopping behind me. No.
Stay calm. We can get through this.
Don't tomato me. No!
Ready to go.
You link with Rean. And you'll use Overdrive. Overdrive heals faint as far as I know.
Overdrive!
Yep. Okay. Cool. Let us lower that man's arts defense, the Zordar's arts
Try
defense.
this. Fire! Here I go.
For one turn. Might as well try and burn him. What is he weak against? He is weak against fire. I'm not gonna... Yeah, I should use fire here, but I'm not gonna.
Burn to ash.
Because fire is still gonna be weaker than this attack.
Now!
I should have used rush, but it doesn't matter.
Sure thing.
And we are gonna use a spark arrow, which he is also weak against. Alrighty.
to
Oh,
me.
you're gonna do that. How cute.
Huh.
Takes care of them.
Okay, now we are actually gathering overdrive meter again, which is good. I have something to work toward again. That fight could have been pretty horrible if I didn't do that, because the feint, meh. Let's not. If you have overdrive at your disposal, why not use that resource? It'd be a waste. It would be a waste. Alright, talk to people. The battle over at the border certainly has been going on for a while. How long has it been now? 3 weeks? How frightening. Even more so when you consider the fact that TloH could get caught up in the crossfire at some point. It's terrifying knowing that a battle's taking place so close by. I'm not particularly confident in the Provincial Army's dedication to keep us safe either. Sup, Marcus? You sure you should be hanging around town? We should be fine for now. Thanks for relaying that message. Everything worked out thanks to you. Yeah, I owe you my thanks too. Meeting up with everyone would have been a lot harder without your help. Nah, it's cool. I even got some spare change from Otto for it. You're one sly kid, that's for sure. Just try and keep stuff like that to a minimum, alright? I got some spare change from Otto, so no need to thank me. Though, hey, feel free to buy about 10 copies of the Imperial Chronicle if you really feel like saying thanks. This kid is relentless. I'm not buying 10 copies. We had to run away because the fighting reached our hometown. Where's Daddy? I'm glad we were able to escape, but I've been separated from my husband. I hope he's alright. Well, I guess you seem more positive than I would have expected from someone who had just, was separated from their husband and all. We need to find somewhere to stay for the night, too. Good lord, that's a shit situation. I'm glad we were able to escape. Well, you're glad, you say. Well. Don't mess this up now, you hear? Doing business in Heimdall's tough enough as it is. The last thing I need is you screwing up and making things even worse for me. No worries. I'm well aware. See you next month, old man. See you then. I managed to get my stock together thanks to Heinz. All that's left now is to make sure it all sells out. I'm very pleased with how things went today. Marco's certainly gotten more proficient at doing business. Of course, if he thinks I'm going to let him show me up, he's got another thing coming. Merchant Lizzie. Whew, managed to make it in time. There aren't too many trains running these days, so I really can't afford to miss one. I even got to see Otto on the way here too, so now I can leave without regrets. I'm worried about how my family's holding up with this war, so I've decided to return to the countryside. Are you leaving for elsewhere too? If so, I wish you safe travels. Yeah, we're gonna travel a bunch more than you think, but we are gonna travel in some strange, time-twisting corridor with my giant mech, so that's not, the same problems you have. I don't rely on trains these days. He is back, the man with the hat. Otto's finally returned. Perhaps we should crack open one of the top-shelf whiskeys to alleviate his tiredness. Nice try, but you obviously just want to drink it for yourself. I'll put some tea on instead. You'll just have to make do with that. You always were a pushy one, my boy. I think the main issue is that you're far too lax. The market manager's been making appeals to the provincial army over and over since this war broke out. He has yet to get through to them, though. The least I can do is make some tea. Otto's finally returned. It's rather obvious how things went, but I'll ask him for the details later. I just noticed that our park ranger isn't in town, and... Ah, dang it, he's right by Lunaria Nature Park. So, let's go by Lunaria Nature Park again, talk to him. Bummer. I'm actually not cutting this out again. I don't want to cut everything out, and if I get into an encounter again, I don't want to be, all dumb and all. Let's just get it over with. He's gonna be back there trying to repair his stuff. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something back there. And I want to talk to as many people as I can, obviously. Wait, he's not there. Don't tell me. Don't do this. He's gotta be here. His shit is here.
Eat that!
He's gotta be around here somewhere. No? Okay, might as well, you know, while I'm here, I mean, I might as well rest. I'm kind of bummed now. I walked here for nothing. Where's the park ranger guy? I was really expecting him to be there. Huh. Never mind. Well, I guess if there would be anything interesting there, you'd warn me, I guess. Although not yet, since I usually complain about people warning me, so they stop doing it. Well, a double-edged sword as always. I don't want to know everything that's going on. Yeah, I know you notice me because I'm running around. Don't do the things you do. Wait, I still need that link attack. And I guess you're one of the guys I can get it against easily.
Let's get him.
It's not just one, though.
I'm up. Try this. Fire! Let's move.
Zero arts round. You only have a fire bolt. In a zero arts round, I might as well use Impassion on... Yeah. On Magias. So at least can gather some CP. Burst drive. Never mind that. Needle shot, not the thing I want to do either. Okay, I can hit 2 people there. Juicy. I don't want to do that right now, though.
They're off balance. Gotcha.
That's not what I expected to happen there, but that's okay.
My turn.
That's fine. I do have 3 bravery points, so I'm gonna get into a rush to finish this off. Not yet. I will shoot.
They're off balance.
No.
Ready to go. Let's
I'll
move.
do nothing. Wait, I can attack this bee.
I'm up. Right.
Please do it right. No! Dang it! Shouldn't have attacked that one guy. I tried my best, okay? Wow, a TR bomb. I shouldn't complain about TR bombs, honestly. I can just trade them in for better healing items, but it's like, you know, almost like getting nothing. So, I like to complain about things. You might know by now. So, Otto. Are we gonna talk to Otto in this episode? I think that's how we're gonna start out the next episode. We've done everything, we've talked to everybody, so we are gonna start out with information next time. But I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope I'll see you next time. Until then, toodles!